Hello everybody, it's Housewife Until Heaven here. In this video of the series, I want to address and expose probably the most effective tactic that these narcissistic Jezebels are going to use against their targeted victims. And for me personally, this has been probably the most effective in creating the largest ripple effect, and I'm still dealing with it up until this very day. Just a couple days ago, I discovered another extended family member that has blocked me because, well, who knows why, but they're in support of the true narcissist Jezebel, and they needed to block me. This is somebody that I've never had an issue with personally at all. So when they block you, you know it has got to be because of what I'm about to talk about. So this tactic is called the smear campaign. Okay, so a narcissist's weapon of choice is oftentimes verbal, and that, could be slander, lies, playing the victim, saying that their victims were the abuser. They will use gossip, rage, verbal abuse, and intentional infliction of emotional pain towards the true victim. It is a systematic dismantling of another person's relationships, reputation, emotional and physical and spiritual health, life, and very soul. That's why narcissists are often referred to as emotional vampires. Somebody always seems to call when I start a video. Hold on. Okay, so like I said, they're going to utilize the smear campaign with gossip, slander, lies, playing the victim, yada yada, and that is so that they can manipulate people's perceptions of you, of the victim. So again, when they can no longer control you, they're going to have to do all they can to control how others see you, how others perceive you. So the smear campaign is an attempt to malign someone's character, their credibility, and reputation based on lies and malicious rumors. They will make up a story plausible enough that the listener will make a personal connection to it, but cannot verify the exact allegations. So the accusations they make are powerful, they're damaging, they're meant to destroy the target or victim's integrity. This is a strong-arm defense to silence victims, to instill fear in the victims, and to damage them so that the narcissist can escape from exposure or the fact that they are really the abusive person and the chaotic troublemaker. Okay, it's going to protect their facade. They always have to have a protective shield and an escape route to throw people off of their scent, because their world is so full of lies and holes as it concerns to the reality that they present to us and to the world. Okay, so they're going to distort situations with twisted conclusions, always perceiving themselves as the victim. They use this to justify the poison that they spread to destroy a person they have perceived as slighting them in any way, or when they feel threatened, as in being exposed for the real truth of what they are or what they have done that has essentially abused an undeserving and good person. So they have to control how other people view you, the victim, so that they have that protective shield up if they're at risk of being exposed. Now, when they do this, it's It's pretty crazy. But it doesn't matter how much they abuse their partners. What? Like I was saying, no matter how much they abuse their partners or children, family members, or ex-friends, they will always have a loyal following of fans cheering for everything that they do. These people are blinded by shallow flattery that the manipulators use to control them. Bruno, you cannot sit up in my lap. Fan clubs will change often, though, as their friendships are neither deep nor meaningful in any way. So all that matters is constant attention and adoration. All right. Anyone who fails to provide this mindless reinforcement will promptly be replaced by someone who can. They're going to be removed. Okay. So social media is it's amazing. It's a prop that these people will use to create the illusion of normalcy. It's the perfect prop because it allows a toxic person to present a calculated version of themselves. So when they cast this net out with Bruno, please. When they cast the net out and make posts, like, man, I've been so hurt. I can't believe how many people have turned against me when I wasn't what they thought I should be or what they liked or approved of anymore. I just got tossed. I mean, they just tossed me, when it got too messy. The truth of the matter there is nobody tossed you. You literally left. You abandoned everybody, okay? And then you blocked us and stonewalled us and had nothing to say to us. Nobody tossed you out. Then they'll say things like, but Jesus never left my side. It's amazing. I've remained hidden in him, and he's fought every battle. And even when people that say that they love Jesus or who talk to Jesus, but they don't walk like Jesus, when they say things like that, and cast that web out, that net, they're going to have people who elicit an emotional response or reaction. For the majority of everybody else out there, they don't know. They don't know the truth of what has gone on. And so when they see things like that, and they, it's like they look like such a wounded bird, these people will feel like, what an injustice, and how could people treat you this way? And that's just so horrible. They'll say things like, well, you've just been so graceful in all of this. I don't even know how you do it. You've just been so graceful. Or they'll say things like, I just can't even believe this is happening to you. And this is just so sad. It's upset me so much. I need to give you a hug. I'm so sorry this is happening. I just need to give you a hug. Okay. Yeah. These people are going to, unfortunately, be duped into believing the lies. Okay. So it's going to elicit a fan club. You're going to have then at this point what's referred to as flying monkeys. It's an interesting term. But flying monkeys are, they're going to be the people like the Wicked Witch of the West who sent out the flying monkeys to threaten Dorothy, to scare her, to stop her, silence her, stop her journey. That's what the flying monkeys are going to do. And you're going to have two kinds of flying monkeys that you're going to experience, who come against you and who support the narcissist, Jezebel. Those that are complicit and willing, and they are co-conspirators. And then you're going to have your well-meaning, positively intentional, who I refer to as weeping willows. So your weeping willows are the ones that are like, this is just so sad. I can't believe what's happened to you. I can't believe that people that profess to walk with Jesus are going to just treat you so horribly. That is so wrong of them. I just need to give you a hug. Yeah, those are your weeping willows, flying monkeys. Some of them function without even realizing it, okay? Because they don't know the depths of the depravity, so to speak. But then you're going to have your flying monkeys that are intentionally and willing to support the narcissist, regardless of the clear evidence. They don't care. They've got an axe to grind at you, and so it's kind of like an enemy of my enemy is my friend. A lot of times these people lack integrity, morality, and the ones that are aware that the narcissist has been abusive towards you, yet remain supportive of the narcissist, and they're basically condoning abuse, okay? They lack integrity, they lack morality, and in fact, they are accomplices by their own failure to take a stand. They already have an axe to grind against you, so when they hear the lies and the manipulation, and even if they actually know the truth, but they don't care, they're going to join forces with them to be a flying monkey, to then also spread the malicious gossip or lies. They're going to do things like, post on the sob story of the post of the narcissist. It's just unbelievable. I've never been more saddened in my life. Nobody is forgiving, and I got very little trust in man. I just got to keep my trust in Christ alone. Yeah, no forgiveness. Okay. So, these people are then going to take an opportunity to personally attest, to the amazing qualities that this individual has. By sharing their own stories of how the person has been so loving and respectful to them. I've always treated them with just the utmost respect, even if their only interaction with them has been on social media, like you've never even met, but that's fine. It's all just been, just so amazing. So they're going to then bolster the platform, the victim mentality platform of the narcissist. They're going to bolster it by then also saying how awesome, how wonderful this narcissist is, by sharing their own stories of how they've interacted on social media. So when they do that, the narcissist is going to then shower the flying monkey with their praises, and as if saying, well done, thanks for helping me bolster this facade. Well, in actuality, they could care less for these people, they could care less. So your weeping willows are going to say, I don't need to know what's going on. I don't need to know. Okay? I see who's out for revenge, and I see who's broken. And you just wait. I mean, God's got you, and these people are going to fall flat on their faces. You just watch. You just watch what God does, okay? Don't you worry about it. I'm here if you need anything, right? Those are your weeping willows. They don't know details. They don't know what's going on. They don't want to know, okay? I don't need to know details. No. And I guarantee you no details are ever going to be shared with you. Fuzzy! By the narcissist, because it would absolutely destroy their facade. So they will remain quiet. They will not share anything publicly at all. They're just going to remain hidden in the Lord. You know, he's going to fight all their battles. He's fought every battle. They've been more hurt than they ever have in their life. And so many people have just tossed them out. Just don't love them anymore. Just not forgiving. Don't love. It's all about judgment. All of that is completely calculated, contrived to manipulate. To manipulate people in their perception of the true victims and targets. Okay? So you got to understand that that is what they're going to do when they're trying to paint themselves as the woe is me, broken, humble victim. And you are just the most horrible person, because you actually saw through the facade. You decided to set boundaries and no longer be manipulated and controlled by them. And because of that, you are now a threat. Regardless of whether you would ever even talk about it or not, you're still a threat. And they've got to smear your image so that it protects and preserves their image. Right? So that's the smear campaign. Those are the flying monkeys. The flying monkeys may come to you and they may say things like, it's just terrible, you know, how you've treated this person. I can't believe it. You know, you are so full of poison. You're just horrible. And they literally have, they have no idea. So I'm going to have to cut this off now because my babies are around. And these are, these are adult issues. So just be ready for that, okay? Understand what's going to happen. Understand? And your biggest defense against it is to keep praying that the truth will shine brightly and so strongly that it is going to expel the darkness. And the facade will fail, okay? You're probably going to lose friends. You know, I have friends that I've had for years. I've lost friends and extended family members. I just got blocked by another one this week. So when that happens, you know why. They are manipulated, they are controlled, and you just keep praying that eventually they see the light and they learn the truth. And when they do, at that point, they'll probably come to you and say, I am so sorry. I'm sorry that I listened to this, and now I know the truth, and I need you to forgive me for taking up somebody else's offense against you when I shouldn't have done that. And now I know the truth. So, and then you extend that forgiveness, of course, absolutely. Yes, we're commanded to forgive 70 times 7, okay? And the narcissist they're never gonna come back to you to ask for any forgiveness. So it's not like they've asked for it and you've just withheld it. No. There's not been any communication. There's nothing, okay? You were tossed like a used tampon. That's the truth. So, anyway, I pray that you guys are able to know who you are, okay? You are strong, you are a victor, and we are victors because we've actually seen the truth. We now know the truth, and we're not manipulated and controlled anymore. And stand firm in who you are as a strong individual, and in Christ, man, no weapon formed against you is going to prosper. And all the traps that the enemy has set for you to fall in, your enemy's going to fall in those same traps. So be encouraged. You're victors. You might lose people, you probably will, but you are a victor.